Wow. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Tim Black. Tim Black. Tim Black. Yes, I am. True. Funny. Tim Black. I am TimBlack.com. Tim Black. Oh man, what's up, people? How you doing? I had to get my coffee. I'm so sorry. Last minute. What's going on with you? How you feeling? Man, hope everybody's feeling good. What's up to my people on Facebook? What's up, Facebook? What is going on? Oh, wow. 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 All right, I love it, man. I'm feeling good. What up, YouTube? How y'all feeling? Hope you guys doing well. My YouTube friends. Everybody's in the house tonight, man. I got the wolf pack all around me, man. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Wow, 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 wow. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Tonight's show is going to be blistering hot, man. I can feel it. I sense it. You know, like it's in the airwaves. You just reach out and touch it. Oh, that's hot. It's the heat. It's heat in the air, man. People are pumped up, man. I love when people are pumped up, man. You know, you match my intensity. You know, I love that, man. I love when people are ready to mix it up a little bit because I love mixing it up, man. I do. It's what I live for, man. I'm trying to tell you. You know, what up, YouTube? You guys out there, everything good? What up, Kathy Sanders, low key? Nicola Wango, Malika Rogers, everybody in the house. People on Facebook, my man Gab. Oh, my friend Gabby. Hey, Gabby, how you doing? Oh, you see I got on my green tea today, right? Right? Y'all see that? Y'all see what I'm doing, right? Oh, man, you know what it is. Is that okay? Hope it's okay. So I put out this video, right? Put out a video because I heard there was a lot of skirmishing going on regarding the progressives movement. So I put out a video about it. Like, you know, it seems like we're doing a lot of beating up of one another. And the consensus was basically, y'all want to keep beating each other up, you know? You know, it's like it seemed like a lot of people got very vocal. They said they want to call into the show tonight and voice their opinion. I want them to. I want them to call in and voice their opinion. Because frankly, guys, a lot of people in the progressive movement are full of crap. Yeah, they are. They really are full of crap. Now, I'm not talking about your average run-of-the-mill people that are just, you know, sitting at home or marching or protesting. I ain't just talking about those people. You know, those people, they're out there doing their thing, and those people I'm not talking about. I'm talking about people who are claiming to be something, right? And look, everybody has opinions. I get that. You know, look, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. You're entitled to yours. All of us are entitled to believe what we believe We like to make those decisions based on fact, based on what we've researched. I just think that it's a lot of haymakers being thrown, And when I saw that, I said, "Wow, I want to weigh in on that." So I'm gonna weigh in on that tonight, because here's my thing. I put out a lot of videos about Hillary Clinton because she was just so horrible a candidate, in my opinion, based on everything I looked at. I mean, it was everything. I mean, from fracking to Wall Street money to prison lobbyist money to the Clinton Foundation and pay for play and super predators and 3-strike laws and the Welfare Reform Act and lie, deny, lie. It was like everywhere, man. It was horrendous. So it wasn't like I had a litmus test for her. It wasn't like being a purist. She was just, gosh, and if you put that up against Bernie Sanders, I felt that there was no way. Like once, and bear in mind, I was new to Bernie Sanders and I was new to Hillary Clinton. Like I got involved into politics begrudgingly. I was not like, ooh, what am I going to do today? I'm going to be involved in politics. No, that's not how it happened. My viewers, my millennials, give it up for my millennials, man. My millennials. And they millennials get a lot of crap for a lot of stuff. Like they say that millennials don't know struggle and they're impatient and they're, emotional. But if it wasn't for my millennials pulling me into realizing what was going on with these politicians and introducing me to Bernie Sanders and introducing me to people that have principles and people who stand for something more than just a buck. If it wasn't for that, I never would have gotten involved, guys. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. They're the ones who introduced me. So it wasn't strategic. I'm getting a lot of hate from a lot of people. My involvement wasn't strategic. It was purely out of, for lack of a better word, man, I just admired the work that Bernie Sanders had done for so many years. There's nothing wrong with that. You can admire a person. You can admire, after researching them, you can admire their road they've traveled. You can admire the things that they fought for when no one was fighting with them, it seemed. Fighting on his side. You know what I'm saying? You can admire that. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't like how people make that a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to admire someone. We admire many people. Many people are revered in society for things that they've done. And I think a person that can filibuster for 8, 9, 10 hours, I don't know, on an issue, on his lonely, I think that deserves respect. And I don't feel ashamed by saying that. And that people would try to shame you for feeling that way, I think is wrong. Okay? So, but I see a lot of that now because I know politics is a dirty business. And I've been let down by some of the decisions that he's made, but I don't feel that those decisions should wipe away everything that Bernie Sanders stands for. And I've been saying that. And there were people throwing him under the bus, like he was still running and they were throwing the guy under the bus. It was like ridiculous, because I don't know, what did he do? I don't know. He didn't fight back about election fraud while he was running. Like, why didn't he fight back against election fraud? They were throwing him to the wolves then, while he was on the campaign trail. And there are a lot of people who called themselves progressive who thought that was fine. And I totally disagree with that, patently disagree with that. And they're doing more of that now. Now they're really doing it. And I think a lot of them do it for viewership, really. That's what I think. I don't know. I mean, because they know there's a segment of people that are just, like there's left, and then there's left, man. Like there's so much left. Like there's right, and then there's alt-right. Like almost off the map, bring back slavery damn near. Let's go back to segregation. Let's, There's no, no such thing as a good Muslim. I seen that propaganda, all types of stuff, man. That's all off the chart right. And we got off the chart left. All right? So, and I think there's room for everyone, but my thing is this, sticks and, when you throw rocks, your house better be freaking clean. And it's easy to say your house is pristine when you're not running. You're not running in anything. No one's digging into your past. No one's looking at what you've done in your life. No one's going over you with the white glove, running it over your life. And what is this? What is this you did? Oh, you were a Republican. Oh no. Oh, my God. I wonder what you thought about minorities and what you thought about a place for a woman. I wonder where you stood on feminist rights. You were a Republican? Oh, no. Or, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one's doing that to us. So I try to give people some room, I do. That's who I am. For me to do anything other than that would not be true to me. That would just be adhering to other people's philosophies and other people's pressure. I'm not going to do that. I ain't that type of guy. That's not how I'm built. That's not how I roll. So, back to the progressive movement, guys. I don't know if there is one. Be frankly with you. After Bernie Sanders, when I discovered Jill Stein, and once again, millennials, give it up for millennials again. Give it up for millennials. Because while I was looking at Bernie, there were people who worked with me. His name is Montague Magruder, who's running. I think he won his race out in VA. I hope he did. I can't remember what he told me about that. I don't know if we've talked since then. I hope he won. He's running for city council. He kept telling me, Tim, you need to check out Jill Stein. Tim, check out Jill Stein. Tim, check out Jill Stein. And we argued, right? Because I was like, Bernie's doing this, he's doing that, and I believe in what he's trying to do, and I believe in the direction he's going. And all the time he was saying, Tim, you really got to check out Jill Stein. So I had an opportunity to do that. And that's when I went green. Okay? I went green because I got to know the policies, the ethics that the Green Party had, and particularly these two people. Like, I don't know the whole party. Okay, I got to know Dr. Jill Stein. Hours of conversation, right? Interviewed her 3 times. Long interviews, not just ask a question, shove a mic in someone's face, and then, get a gotcha moment or something. But I'm talking about a 4-hour on my show the first time, and then in Philly in person, another 45 minutes. And then I interviewed her again just last time at University of Maryland, at least a good 20 minutes or so. And can text her when I want, really a cool, down-to-earth person. And a Jamu Baraka on my show 3 times, interviewed him in person. Great opportunity. Margaret Flowers, got to know her. Got to know people that work with her. Got to know David Cobb. These are all people who I haven't dug into their past to know exactly everything they've ever done, but I believe in the direction that they're trying to go. And I believe in those people. So when I say we should work with people who are like-minded, that's what I mean, because if we strip everyone away, what are we left with? Now, there's an argument right now going on about Keith Ellison. I don't know if everyone knows about that. I have information that was sent to me that shows, he was against the Iraq war. People say he was for every war ever existed. I've never spoken to Keith Ellison. We follow each other on Twitter, but I've never spoken to him about his stances, and maybe I should. I just looked at Schumer, and I just looked at I'm sorry, not Schumer. I looked at Howard Dean, and I was like, goodness gracious. I mean, this guy can't be bad as Howard Dean. But to me, I don't know how big of a deal it is for me because I'm independent, and I won't be. I mean, do we really get a vote in the DNC chairman pick anyway? Like, what are we arguing about? I don't know if we get a vote in that, Right? And I didn't know. And if I could choose anyone, when I was asked, because someone came around Twitter, guys, they asked me, they said, Tim, who would you choose to be the head of the DNC? I told them, and it's on record. It's on record at this point. I got documentation. I didn't say Keith Ellison. I didn't say Howard Dean. I said Nina Turner. That's who I said. Like, if I could choose anybody. This was before I made a video. This was the conversation outside of the video, which was cut for time because longer videos don't always get that many views. They don't get shared a lot. So I try to, some of my videos, when I put them up, unless it's a show, I try to limit them, try to get them down to 5 minutes. This is just a rule of thumb for any of you guys trying to do this thing. But when the conversation came up about Howard Dean or Keith Ellison, which is what I thought it was pretty much down to, I went Keith Ellison all the way. I mean, come on. I mean, at least the guy does have principles. Howard Dean, to me, is just a corporate Democrat. Now, people are bringing things up. I heard Jimmy Dore did something, and, you know, Debbie Lusignan can't stand him, and this person can't. So you need to check out Jimmy Dore, what Jimmy said. You need to check. I don't need to check out what other people say. Why would I need to do that to have an opinion? Like, you know, point me to some information that someone, you know, of his record, like of what he's about, that you have an issue with, and I'll take a look at that. A friend of mine, Alexander, on Twitter, Alexander Tomei, I love that name. You know, like he messaged me some stuff about Keith Ellison that he had concerns with, and those are valid. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to message Keith Ellison myself and DM him a couple questions to see if he'll respond to me. That's what I'm going to do, because they're valid questions. I was like, well, you know, I put together, and I told him, I said, you know what? I'll put together a DM and I'll ask him, and I'll see if I get a response. You know, and if he doesn't respond, or if he brushes me off, or if he shuts me down, that may change my opinion. But once again, it's just an opinion, okay? It's just my opinion. Okay. So I find myself in a group of, I find myself at odds with people on certain things. That's fine, you know, we could be at odds. But what I don't like is when people try to question, like, my progressive values. Like, who are you? You know, like, they won't question if I'm a progressive. You know, people get mad at me because I won't do what they want me to do. Then they got something to say. Then they got a problem. Then they start saying things like I'm a Republican. All because I don't hate or think all Trump supporters or voters are racist. You know what? If that's what it means, like, if I don't think that every person who voted for Trump is a racist, and that makes me a Republican, well, screw you, you know? Screw you twice. No, screw you 6 times a week and twice on Sunday, because I don't believe that. Because a lot of people that voted for Trump voted for Obama. So when they voted for Obama back when you were supporting Obama too, what were they then? So all of a sudden now, within 8 years, they've become Nazis. Is that it? That's what I'm supposed to think? Nah, man, that's not how I roll. I met too many people. First of all, I talk to millions of people. I have lots of conversations with people all across the country and outside of the country. Maybe you don't. You know, like, maybe you don't talk to people and you live in a bubble or something. You don't, you know, you only associate with people who think like you for the most part, and everybody outside of your group is, you have opinions based on media, based on propaganda. I don't have that buffer, man. I have people that are Republicans, people that are moderates, people all over the spectrum that I interact with on a daily basis. So it gives me a different vantage point into people. And I'm just saying, I'm a uniter. I want to unite all people. But you know what? I call BS when I see it, whether it be Republican or Democrat, Libertarian, whatever. So back to this point, guys, because I'm rambling a little. I do take offense to people who use that label and then use it to beat up other people. You know, I had a problem with Cenk Uygur. on what he did with Bernie because I thought it was ludicrous, man. Guy's still running and you throwing him under the bus because you want Hillary. Now you get Hillary, and then look what happens. Then you get Hillary, she loses. Now we got Trump, and now you throwing her under the bus. You should have been joining me throwing her under the bus from day one and let Bernie be. You know, you got the most powerful vehicle for online video. You would have, oh, we did support him. Well, it wasn't enough. But I voiced that. But I don't hate Cenk. I just think he sold out. All right? Sorry. That's what I think, okay? I think he's a moderate, and I think he would say he's a moderate. And I think he's a businessman focused on his business. And the fact he has to employ people, I respect that and I understand that. So I'm not saying he's evil. I'm not saying he's evil. I'm not saying he's horrible, but I did say he sold out. I said that too many times to walk that back. It's true. That's what I felt. On some issues, I think he's spot on, though. I don't disagree with him on everything, and nor do I agree with him on everything. But if anyone has something to say, I wish they would call my show because I'm going to leave it there. I got a lot more to say. I just don't want to use up all the time throwing shots at people because I got some shots for you. And look, right now I'm running a fundraiser for my show, this show right here. Now, if other people can take my likeness and take my videos and put captions on them and say, ooh, we raising money for our show and not tell me or get my approval, then those same people don't tell people the reason why I made choices I made. Well, I think you need to be called out for it. All right? All right? If anybody else did that, it would be wrong. But since you do it, you get a pass on that? You don't get a pass on that. I don't build my platform for people to come take advantage of me. That's not what I do it for. Then you got a lot of slick stuff to say out your mouth, and you won't tell people the real deal behind it? The real deal behind the fallout? You won't tell them about the conversations? I'm not anyone's employee, first of all. So I'm not an employee, and we have no agreement on using my likeness for a fundraiser. But back to my fundraiser for my channel, which I noticed there are people I brought on my channel 3 times, 4 times out of their squad. They won't give $1 to what I do. But they want to dictate how I do business. They want to tell me they want to have an opinion about what I do, but they want to come on my platform to get exposure, mind you, but they don't want to support the platform. And then they want to make money off of me? Get out of here. Get out of here. And then the one person from their organization that was helping support my channel, he stopped once I decided not to join him. So what does that tell you? Look, man, so that's why I say I'm very wary about people wearing names. Wearing labels like this is what I am. I'm this. I'm a Republican, or I'm a conservative, or I'm a we're all people, and people wear labels sometimes for lots of reasons. Some of them wear them. Like, I didn't know I was progressive until I looked at my politics. Until I looked at a graph of what my belief systems were. That's how I came to that conclusion. I didn't go, ooh, I'm a progressive and just grab a label. I looked at, I believed in ending wars and no regime change. I believe in protecting the environment. I believe in getting rid of mass incarceration. I believe in, getting rid of police brutality. There are a number of issues that put me in that group. I took a test. It was like, you take this test, you find out where your politics lie, and they had a group for that. And I was like, wow, I didn't, prior to this election, I didn't even know what it was. Know what a progressive was? I thought of it as a person who's forward-thinking and, looks forward. Which is what most of America thinks. Most people, that's what they think, really. They don't know. They don't know what that means. They just think it means. Now they think something negative because we got people who are looking very crybaby-ish, and like they're whining is the way it's looking. And now we don't love each other, we hate each other. And I didn't feel that way when I went to Bernie Sanders rallies. I didn't feel that way when I went to Philly. I felt love, man. You know, where's that at? Where's the love at? Where is the love? You know, where's that feeling I felt in Philly when I was hugging people I didn't know? Where's that love at? Where's the embracing? Where's the unity? The unity. I'm not feeling that so much anymore. I got people who seem to me, in my opinion, who look like they're just grasping at staying relevant. Right? Because without this election, they have no relevancy. And they're just trying to stay relevant, and they're just doing stuff to stay in a conversation. You know, I could go do a cooking show. I don't have to. I'm not fighting to stay relevant. I talk about issues I care about. I don't do them to just be a part of a conversation for no reason. I truly feel that if you continue to beat one another up, you got nothing. And I got an open door at the Green Party, so I'm good with that. Like, I don't have to argue how good is Keith Ellison for the Democrats when I'll probably never vote Democrat again in my fucking life. Excuse my French. So what difference does it make? But I am voicing my opinion. Like, I would like to see them get their stuff together, because it would be better to have two parties instead of one. And when I say two parties, I mean instead of just having the Green Party and the Republican Democrat Party, because I look at them almost the same. They're like unified. They're like joined at the hip. They're like fused together at this point for me. In fact, I think that Trump is more Democrat than Hillary in a lot of ways. Deep down inside, that's really what I feel. That's just my opinion, okay? I know his rhetoric was hot, but that's just the way I see it, you know? But I would love for the Democrat Party to get their crap together, but I feel like they're not going to get their crap together till they want to. Us arguing about what they should do and directions they should take, I don't think it's going to have a major influence on them, because if it would, then we would have never had Hillary. We were loud and big and getting coverage and rallying, and millions of us were online, and it didn't faze them one bit. So now you think, now that we have splintered, now that we have started to beat up one another, you think now we have some more power, like we have more power than we did back before the election? I don't know. It's going to take time, I think, for the DNC to accept that life has changed, and those old ways of thinking have to go out the window. And I don't think you and I control that, and me beating up on you doesn't control that. But if you come for me on some sideways nonsense because I have a different opinion from you, you know what you could do with that? You could take that and go somewhere else, because you know what? I'm going to keep doing what I've been doing way before you were this movement, or way before you were doing whatever the hell you're doing, because I've been doing this. I've been here, baby, and I'm going to stay here doing what I've been doing. Talking to Republicans, conservatives, Democrats, libertarians, independents, moderates, all up the spectrum. So sorry. 21 million views. A lot of people have seen what I do. Almost 4 years almost 3.5 years in counting of doing what I've been doing, which is talking about all the issues you say you care about. Those are issues I talked about every day before there was an election. So who's the opportunist? And we'll see what you're doing 2 years from now. I just want to see what some of these people who got so much to say are going to be doing a year from now, when no one's thinking about this stuff. And I'll be still out there on my own, talking about police brutality, talking about what's going on in the prison system, talking about what's going on with the water, talking about I'll still be doing what I've been doing. The revolution found me. I didn't find it. I was already in it. I just didn't know it. So with that, the phone number is 323-870-4064. Call up. Let me know what you think about the progressive movement. Let me know what you think about the direction of the Democrats. Let me, anything along, it's this, look, okay, so Today is a fundraiser day. I would like for you to get to the show. For instance, my personal phone's not working right now, but you know what phone is working? The one you could call up on, because it's more important to me that you have your Freedom Friday than if my iPhone is working. You understand? And I got people talking crap about what I do. They're slandering me, and they're dissing, and they're doing a lot of little slick talk. And you know what? I'm coming for you. You don't want it. You don't want it. This is what I do. So everyone's on notice. You stay in your little bubble. You stay around your circle jerkers. You keep doing that. But I walk my talk. This is what I do. And if we have problems, if you have a problem, be a man or be a woman and call up and air it tonight on this show. And if you don't, and if I hear you talking, you will get a blistering number of videos that will destroy you. I will see to it. I will be 50 Cent. And I will keep making video after video until I dismantle you. So either you call up and voice your opinion and we talk it out, or I'm going to go Nina Turner on you. You don't really want it. Phone number is 323-870-4064. You know, I think I'm too nice. I be too nice to people. You know, they think I'm oh, Tim's nice. Ooh, Tim, can I come on and talk about my thing and promote my stuff and do this and do that? And then they backstab you. What is that about? Ooh, can I come get in front of your 80,000 people and then let me backstab the hell out you because you won't let me do it for the fourth time? Now I'm a bad guy. Now I'm a mean guy. So the first 3 times I did it, greatest guy in the world. We love you. Then I say, hey, look, I got to do other stuff. What? What? You have to do other stuff? Yeah, I do. What? How dare you do what you want to do with your own platform? How dare you not do what I want you to do? That's not friendship. That's not love. That's not unity. And it's also not cool where I come from. But it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, guys. Oh, I lost a caller. It looked like I lost a caller. Wish he would have stayed, because I really wanted to hear how bad a guy I am. I really want to hear that. I got too many headphone sets. Hold tight, guys. Here we go. I got 2 sets of headphones. They look identical. They were on sale. Let me see now. All right. And guys, we got a lot of feedback happening too. Let me see if I can get rid of that. Let me see if this has any effect on it. All right. Lord have mercy. It is a lot, though. Is it this? Let me switch headphones, yo. That's bad. It's still pretty bad, though. Hello, testing 1 2. It is a little funky, though. All right, I'm going to go to the first call, though. Hey, 503, you're live with Tim Black on Freedom Friday. You get 5 minutes. Wow. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Tim, did you say 503?
Yeah, man, damn, man. What's going on, man? How you doing? Goodness gracious.
This is Jason. This is Jason W. from Oregon. And, let me know if my connection is back. Because, I can hardly hear you. It breaks up a lot.
Yeah, you were sounding bad when you first started, but now you sound okay. What's up, brother? How you feeling?
All right.
What's up?
Hey, I just want to be the first one to go on the record to say Bill and Hillary, they're a flight risk. They moved that $1.8 billion to guitar. We got any number of indictments coming down the pipe in 2016. Obama could go ahead and pardon her for whatever he thinks she's done already. I guarantee you there's plenty. There's plenty coming. Yeah, want to say that.
That's what you think, brother?
I'm on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch topics real quick. I'm on board with so many people who are frustrated with Jank and TYT. Sink is sunk. Jank is junk. Jank is gonna tank TYT permanently. Jimmy and Jordan, they're the only things keeping that place afloat. Maybe a little bit of Steve-O, some other sidekick here or there. Jesus. I can't stand everybody stopped watching around June when they threw in the towel around California and New York.
Right.
Right. And folks are going to get outraged now about Trump. And Jesus Christ, right. California is the most important state in the union, pretty much. An economy that's like the seventh in the world, and nobody cares that basically they're the last in line. First of all, but on top of that, it's rigged. They're meaningless. But they're going to get upset about Trump after the fact. So I mean, it's just like what is CTR even running Jank? TYT, California, Google, making me sick. Let me catch my breath for a sec.
No, you good. You good. I hear you, man.
God bless, man. Thank you, Tim. So happy to have discovered you. Thank you, Jank, for letting me discover Tim and HA and Lee Camp. God bless.
Mm-hmm. All my friends, all my dear friends.
And you were asking last night about what's going on in Portland with the Trump protests, and I've lived here all my life, and we're going through a lot of gentrification, like a lot of places. We're actually reaping the rewards of brain drain. All the smart kids, all the left-leaning kids that grow up in Ohio or BFE, Texas. They think about where they want to move. An ocean sounds good. They've heard all this cool stuff about Portland. We got Portlandia advertising the place. So they get here and, all well-intentioned, but, they're on the wagon. They're paying $100 and whatever for Comcast, and Rachel and MSNBC are telling them how to think. And so they're out in the streets.
Right.
And, this is one of those rare places. There were Hillary signs everywhere. Right. After, it took 2 or 3 months. I'm still seeing burning stickers everywhere. But, I'm the only one that had a Jill Stein sticker. And, I don't know. I talked with plenty of people. A lot of people felt the way that I did. I swear the election was rigged to not get the Greens 5%. How could that happen that they barely got 2%? So that's all I got to say. Cheers to everybody else who gets to call in tonight, too.
No doubt.
Thanks, Tim.
Hey, you got it, brother. Thank you for your phone call, man.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
I look forward to any comments, man. I'll catch you off air.
You got it, brother.
Thank you.
You got it, brother. Lee Camp did an excellent piece on this, on the Green Party and how they were shafted when they didn't poll 18 to 34-year-olds. He did an excellent video on that. Covered that on Redacted tonight, where he talked about it. And yeah, man. I'm pissed about it. And so one of my things is, brother, is okay. So we got progressives. Won't they all? If all the progressives fell in behind the Green Party, wouldn't that like change everything for us? Like, couldn't that help? And we couldn't get that done. See, that's it. I get frustrated with this stuff because everybody wants to break up. We can't move as a unit. That's why I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do me, man. Because there you go. Wouldn't that help? Wouldn't that have done? I know Margaret, she just, I know that's what they would love to see happen. But it didn't happen. Everyone who voted for Bernie did not go vote for Jill Stein. Instead, they wanted to opt-deny 270, right? Which didn't work. Right?
Bye, Felicia.
Next call, guys. 815, you're live with Tim Black on Freedom Friday. It's your time. It's your number. What's up? 815. Hola.
And they wanted to opt-deny 270, right? Which didn't work, right?
I love it. 509, you're live with Tim Black on Freedom Friday. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, Tim, it's Broken Carpenter.
Broken Carpenter's in the house, guys. This is my guy.
Hey.
What's up, man?
Hey, man. So just if it helps you, I can like when you're waiting on hold on the phone.
Yeah.
The other phone calls sound fine, but you're breaking up real bad over the phone.
Over the phone.
But that's.
What about YouTube?
Yeah.
What about YouTube, brother?
YouTube was cool. So
yeah, okay.
I think everything's cool other than that. So
damn, okay.
It was just a little funky listening. Hey, man, I wanted to call about the same thing, the Portland protests and stuff,
All right, brother.
And just a little bit of what I heard about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
First off, this Soros stuff, I don't know where that came from, but, the people in Portland ain't getting paid to protest or organize it or any of that. It was, a lot of what it was true. It's a gentrification, but also they just went through like a really tough, the police contract, and they withheld or really made it rough to have public comment during it and stuff. And, like friends of mine got pushed around and stuff. And I mean, I got friends that like got busted in Portland just recently with the protest. And I know those guys, they weren't doing no vandalism. They're all, they're like me, they're like, they'll walk around the middle of the street and let the cop hit them, but they ain't going to break a window or nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's sort of like working them against themselves. But, a lot of people are frightened. Hey, they got that guy that beat up trashed all the cars. They got that guy.
Got that guy.
So, I mean, pretty much, yeah, like I even heard that the Portland, the public relations guy, he even was saying, some other guys that were causing problems, the protesters have sort of pushed them into the cops, because they don't want the problems neither. There's a big black bloc, that use black bloc tactics that are in Portland. And, hey, I'm also not going to, as far as I'm concerned, I used to be like, I would try to stop people like that, but I'm of the opinion I let them do their thing. And I just, don't hang around. I, don't do it myself, but I ain't going to get actively involved in trying to stop stuff. But I was agreeing with you, man. I think we need a little introspection. Everybody does. I think we get caught sometimes like knee-jerk thinking about Trump like somebody we should have protect. Sometimes I feel like, like just sort of knee-jerk from all the Hillary people kind of attacking all the time. But, I know he's pig. I don't have to worry about that one. And, I just wanted to say there's a couple things. We got to fight because we have to fight to shape the Democratic Party. but also to work outside the Democratic Party to start working on a third party at the same time, because the Dems have consistently been leaving us down with this, with what they've done this week. So, hey, the only way we get anything is fight for everything, Jim. So you have a good one, brother.
All right, brother. You too, man. You make good points there. Thank you, Broken Carpet, man. Someone
Later, man.
You got it, brother. Somebody hit me up on Twitter. They were like, Tim, man, we fight. What we should do is we should support the Green Party, and we should also try to reform the Blue Party, the Democrats. And he said, we can chew bubble gum and walk at the same time. And look, you know what? I understand that. But let's not say we're going to support the Democrats to such an extent where we beat up one another over them. Like some of the stuff I was ranting about have nothing to do with that. It's like some people's tactics is just a problem for me. Like I take issue with that. But as far as the Democrats, my thing is, like, guys, I don't think they're worth it, man. Like, you can't change anything unless it wants to be changed. And if them losing the election didn't wake them up, man, what's this person making videos against that person going to do? Or what's this person, dissing someone in the comment section of another person's videos going to do? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, man. Maybe there's a logic to it. I don't know. I don't see it, but, my call is like, look, man, I'm always open to new information. Unlike some people, I don't think I know it all. Never said I did, But I have my own perspective. I'd like to hear yours. 323-870-4064. 205 in the house. You're live with Tim Black, Freedom Friday. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, it's Stephanie from Tennessee. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound fine, Stephanie. I heard I sound like crap on the phone, but, sorry about that.
Yeah, it's very broken up, so I wasn't sure if it was both ways or because on YouTube it sounds fine, but I had to turn it off to turn on the phone.
We had a problem yesterday too, Stephanie, where people were calling and they were getting pushed to another whole phone number that I'm not even paying for. It doesn't even make. Woman, I don't know what's up with that place.
Yeah, it sent me to the other number, and now it's really hard to hear you. So if I don't reply back to everything you say, it's because I'm getting the bits that I can hear. But yeah, with the topics that you brought up before, I had more to say the other day, but I didn't want to keep going and cut off other people. I didn't get to my point because I was so surprised that I got on the line when it directed me to the other phone number. I've noticed that all the progressives and the liberals are very divided right now, and I think that Bernie was right that that if we get divided up, they win, which is the people who are kind of glomming on to Trump's movement as a way to they're trying to justify white supremacy as this thing about we're getting picked on so much, white males are being made to be hated. And I do see that. I do see overreactionary liberals and they make me cringe. Yeah. But I mean, that racism was there before, so it's not with everybody, but there's some people who have come into the fold. They're being tricked by this alt-right movement into agreeing with them because the overly PC culture is getting on their nerves. And it gets on my nerves too. And I'm about as lunar left as they come, I'm very anti-war, which makes me nervous about Keith Ellison. And I also feel like it's identity politics. So, and yeah, the people who are bashing Bernie because of that, I don't understand it though. He's fighting very hard for no DAPL. With politics, you're not, like you said, going to agree on every single thing. I will most likely vote Green if Bernie runs again and he's got the momentum, just like the last time, I would vote for him because that would be strategic and smart for the progressive movement is to do that. But what I really think would bring all the progressives and the liberals and the Democrats together would be this big focus and getting the word out and getting people talking about the ranked choice voting, because we got it in Maine, and it's like everybody's going to disagree on things, but if they want their platform pushed forward, if they feel like, well, the two-party system doesn't work, we have to smash it up, it's like, well, then you take away the power from the Democrats as well. And in some ways that would be good, but in other ways the Greens haven't built up their platform yet. That would just leave the Republicans strong and nobody else, and that's kind of like not strategic. Especially with this kind of like the people Trump's putting in his cabinet are making me kind of like, like, I still think that he's Trumpelstiltskin and not that bad himself, but I think he surrounds himself around people who feed his ego. And his father has a history of racism and raised him a certain way. So that's going to be ingrained in his brain, whether he knows it or not. He can think he's the least racist person in the world and say it all he wants. But the way that he talks is very kind of like, you know, he projects this image of thinking that he's like superior to everyone else, you know? But then on the same token, like the liberals do that too. So there has to be something where like, people feel respected, and it's hard when somebody, you know, says something that it sounds like they're talking down to you to like turn the other cheek, especially if you're one of the more oppressed people, you know, like, but it's like, because it's like being a girl when a guy says like, you know, oh, you know, like these girls are being over the top, blah, blah, blah. I agree on something like Samantha Day. I thought she was being kind of misandrous when she, you know, was talking. She called Julian Assange like an albino rat hiding in the Ecuadorian embassy, and I was like, if we were to flip that around and he was to say something like that little slut at that TV station, they would be like, oh my God, he's the biggest misogynist, blah, blah, blah. You know, like, but her, it's okay to like abuse him because, you know, that's the new trendy thing right now with liberals is these backwards things that one thing we have to do is stop being hypocrites. And the other thing is to not be super sensitive. And also, the Starbucks thing, I saw that, your video right before I logged in for tonight, was to have a sense of humor about it. It's like, a lot of them are like, oh, we're just trolling and liberals have a thin skin. But they have a thin skin, too. So if you just troll back, you know, like, you can just have fun with it. It's like, oh, Trump, and then you just write, like, grump or or frump and call it out and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I misheard you. Because it's like they think they're being cute and clever and cheeky and trolly, and it's like you can just troll them back, but you don't have to be mean about it. You know, it's like, yeah, I can take a joke, but you better be able to take a joke too. You know, some thoughts that went through my head, and also this thing about the registry for Muslims is kind of freaking me out a little bit. You know, like, and I actually am somebody who have been very frustrated in the past as a Hindu, trying to talk about problems with Islam as a religion in the same way that atheists pick apart Christianity and stuff, like, or, you know, it's like, I was talking to a friend who's Hindu, he has a lot of Muslim friends, and it says part of the problem is this whole Islamophobia word that was created was that it is there has been no separation been made here from the conservative, you know, like the kind of right-wing Muslims from the more progressive ones, because anybody who can be pluralistic with their religion and they see it kind of more as like metaphor or like, you know, like a way to like, you know, like for them, like jihad, if it's like an inner battle, turmoil or whatever, you know, like they aren't taking it seriously. In the same way where like people who don't read the Bible and say women should be stoned that divorce their husband, you know, like if the people have an understanding, they have that, you know, don't take everything in the book literally mentality, you know, like because they're kind of more progressive, then they would understand they're actually very similar, both of the religions. And it's like this whole Islamophobia word actually creates, if you look up the literal definition of xenophobia, like it puts fuel on that fire, because it's like when you treat something as foreign or alien, or you're you know, like you exoticize it in a negative or a positive way, overly positive way. And that's kind of what the left is guilty of here. It's maybe a buzzword could be like Muslim phobia instead, because the Islamophobia doesn't allow people to critique the religion or separate the religion from the person, because it's like, what is he going to do? Like, put all Arabic people in internment camps? No, like what the hell is he talking about? How are you going to have people register? Or how are you going to know who's who? Like, it doesn't make any sense, because it's like literally anyone could like decide, I'm going to convert to Islam today, or I'm going to convert to be a Hindu today, or I'm going to convert to be a Christian today.
Okay.
How would he know unless he's talking about, like Arabic people, which is weird because, that's not the only religion that Arabic people have. So those are all my thoughts on that.
Well, thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate it. I appreciate your thoughts. And, wow, I agree that we, people. Here's the deal, guys. Like, now this is just my opinion. I think that for many years, liberal media has run amok. I do. And maybe it was that way before. I just never paid attention to it. It was just the normal, right? And, people were getting fired for every little thing they did, and people, other people were sitting back watching this, and they didn't agree with it, But they got drowned out. So here's the problem when you got media that's biased. And I'm not saying there's not right-wing media that's biased, but there's going to be resentment, right? Because voices aren't being heard. Like, the whole time, okay, for instance, the whole time Obama was in office, right? You now know, looking at WikiLeaks, that the media hasn't been playing fair, right? We know that, right? Like, there are people who feel like they didn't have a voice. How would you feel after 8 years of that? Now, like, you think your way is the right way. Okay, I understand that. I happen to believe that more right ways were because I identify with progressivism, right? I think that my ideology falls more into that spectrum, but I have also other thoughts. All I'm saying is, it's not about what you think is right or what you think is the better way to go. These people feel marginalized. They're going to be pissed off. Any people going to feel that way. We're feeling it now. Well, not we. A lot of people are feeling that way now. And nothing's even changed yet. That's all I'm saying. So, if people don't put themselves in other people's shoes, then we're never going to get to the roots. We're never going to solve anything. We're just going to keep going in circles and hating on one another. I did want to make a comment about Keith Ellison. Because Stephanie, she made a comment about Keith Ellison, she kept going. And she said something about wars. And look, this is what I was sent, right? Voted yes on banning armed forces in Libya without congressional approval. Voted yes on removing U.S. armed forces from Afghanistan. This is on the issues.org if anybody wants to look it up. Just look it up, Keith Ellison. Voted yes on investigating Bush impeachment for lying about Iraq. Voted yes on redeploying troops out of Iraq starting in 90 days. Impeached Dick Cheney for lying about Iraq. Member of the Out of Iraq Congressional Caucus. Like, this is the stuff I was reading. Okay, so I don't know if everyone else read this stuff, but this influenced my video, but maybe I didn't do as much research as was required, or what you may think should be required. But if you go to ontheissue.org, on those issues, immediate withdrawal of U.S. troops from Iraq. I am calling for an immediate withdrawal of U.S. troops from Iraq. I opposed the war before it began. I was against the war once it started. I'm the only candidate calling for an immediate withdrawal of troops. Source 2006, House campaign website, www.keithellison.org. Issues November 7th, 2006. And I'm hearing different stuff, but if you read that, what would you think? Anyway, I'm going on to the next call. Thank you so much for your call, Stephanie. Who was in the queue? We got a 314 number. 314, how you doing? You're live with Tim Black on... Oh, crap. I hate this. I need a new phone service. 314, how you doing? Hello? Hey, 314, can you hear me? 314, can you hear me into his ass? Okay, I heard something, but now I can't hear you, so nah, I'm not going to give you a button. It could be this dumb system. I'm going to move on to my 410 number. 410, you're live with Tim Black. I hope you can hear me. My system is crap. How you doing?
Hey, Tim, it's Roro. God, I don't even know if he's talking to me or not. No, it was 314. I can't even hear what he's saying.
Nine 971, you're live with Tim Black on Freedom Friday. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Tim.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, I'm worried about. Hey, man. Hey, I'm worried about where Chris Cuomo said, it's illegal to look at WikiLeaks and stuff. I'm worried that it's going to become illegal. Like, or that was her plan. Is kind of what I think it was. And right now you're hearing about fake news, about how we have to eradicate fake news. That's what influenced the election, which obviously is hypocritical and completely, frustrating to hear the people who are all about Clinton talk about how fake news is what influenced Clinton's loss, because I think that's what they were using. That's their tactic. I mean, it's kind of redundant and goes without saying. And
hey, what's
but
your,
yeah, I'm worried about that. I heard a lot of discussion about fake news.
Hold on, brother. What's your name?
This is Ben, man, from Portland.
Hey, Ben, glad to hear from you again, Ben. You know what, man? I feel kind of bad, brother, because I don't know if you can hear me clearly, man, because I heard my phone system sucks for you guys.
I can't. Let me go to my Facebook and listen to. Oh, I know then it's gonna be behind. Never mind.
Don't worry about it.
I'll try to hear you as best I can.
Okay. You know what? You go ahead and finish your thought. I'll make my comments later. Go ahead. They're not negative. It's just a point I was going to make. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, okay. All right, man. Yeah, I just was gonna say I like this guy Mark Fennell, and he talks about just kind of TV and stuff, but he was doing a thing and they were talking about elections and talking about fake news, and I'm concerned because I'm wondering if they could classify like WikiLeaks as fake news, or if any kind of true news gets lumped into the fake news category and gets blocked off, and then afterwards they're just like, well, it's for the greater good. 90% of the stuff we blocked actually was fake news, and sorry that we didn't let you see that other 10% that's critical while we talk about nonsense all day long. I don't know. It's kind of my worry that once we start talking like that, and once you start censoring the internet and things, I think it's already happened. I think Google's already limited in a sense, and anyway. I think they're talking about that a lot, and it's going to be more relevant potentially in the future. This fake news idea.
Hey, man, thank you, Ben. I appreciate you, man, for the phone call, my brother.
Oh, Tim.
Go ahead.
Can I say one more thing, please?
Yes, you can.
All right. Yeah, my other point real quick is just I think that talking about global warming and climate change is inferior than talking about pollution, because I think pollution's definitely indisputable. And I think when we talk about culture and talk about racism, and the thing that's sort of coming back right now are a lot more things are being outspoken. Whatsoever, you can talk about Trump, but I think it's also a backlash to PC. Like Trump is sort of a backlash to PC. So kind of like the climate change versus talking about pollution, I think talking about PC versus talking about racism, it's sort of like a secondary thing or indirect thing that we're talking about, and that's what makes it more confusing. So when we talk about somebody PC or not, or if somebody's doing this or not, that's not the same as really being racist. And I don't know. I'm not defending really all the Trump's crazy stuff, but yeah, that's what I want to say as well. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Sorry we can't have a conversation.
You got it, Ben. You got it. I want to say something, man. I want to apologize to some people some of the Hillary supporters. I know they probably don't watch me because I didn't hurl so many bricks at them. It's ridiculous. But I do want to say, I never considered the fact that some of you may have listened to CNN when they told you couldn't look at the WikiLeaks. How many people never even thought about that? We online, these people are saying stuff and they sound like totally uneducated, ill-informed or uninformed, right? I never once really thought about the fact that CNN was on TV telling them not to look, and that some people probably may have listened, right? Like, I don't know. Look, that doesn't exonerate everyone, but if you trust CNN and they're telling you that these people are Russian infiltrators, and then they throw on top of it that it's illegal for you to look at these documents, how do we look to them? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. it was a very masterful way to smear Julian Assange, WikiLeaks, and people like us, progressive people, or people who just want truth, whatever you want to call. I don't even want to put. I'm gonna stop saying progressive. People, people who wanted the truth about what was going on with the Clinton Foundation, wanted the truth about the DNC, wanted the truth about Hillary. It was a good smear tactic if you think about it. All right, Jesus. 517.
Sorry, man, I had a call.
Hey, how you doing? 517. 517.
517.
That's you. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, I'm talking to you,
Hello?
ma'am. You're live on the air now. Yes?
Oh, there's Lansing, Michigan up in here, Pablo. Is this Tim Black?
Yes, it's Tim Black.
Black?
What's up, lady? How you doing?
Oh, my gosh. I have been trying to get to you for like a month.
Wow.
At least.
I'm honored.
But let me tell you, so I'm on this GMO kick, I really want people to get out there and look at what they eat. And so I've been wanting to get some of your coffee. I've been asking you, is it organic or is it what?
Mm.
I'm making him go crazy. So anyways, I guess that's my question.
Oh, is my coffee organic? Okay. You know what? I don't think it is. I think they would have told me that. It's all I can tell you is that it's ethically sourced from Ethiopia, and that it's a family-owned business. And if you go to the black,
it's really hard to.
Yeah. It's hard to hear me.
Because let me tell you, I can sell you some coffee, but I know, I really, anyways, we've actually, with every little, people, I just really want to tell people that it does matter, even if it's one person spreading, whether it's for the, DAPL. We went on protest here. We had one in Michigan, Lansing, Michigan, and it was great to see so many happy people just rejoicing, it was just really just a great feeling, I don't think I've ever had that feeling, but all our friends that went with us, the same thing. And now, there's a bank that's giving out, what is that? Stop it. Oh my gosh. Stop it. No, but, I was trying to tell these people, it makes me feel like we actually do make a difference, because there's a bank that actually now, selling, what is it? Oh, they're selling all their debts in the Dakota pipeline because in Norway, so they're actually getting rid of everything they own in it because the people went up against the big banks. And, now I have an appointment with my mortgage company, with my credit union, because my loan is Wells Fargo. Even though I didn't go through that bank, they sold my loan to them, years ago. But now I want to get my money out of there.
I love it.
And, and so I was telling my husband, I said, what's going to happen if they're borrowing money that they don't have? They're making money off our interest, left and right. And then, over half of your principal goes to, over half of your principal half of your house payment goes to principal. So they're making money off money they don't even have to lend. So if everybody just got on board, switch their monies to credit unions, and, really, I think that would be a great thing right there. You talk about Freedom Friday, Tim Black.
That's right.
Let's get it out there, Spread the word. Well, I know election's over and people, they're going to complain about Trump. They're going to complain about Hillary. Oh, you got the people still crying about Hillary. And it's like, really? Why the hell are you crying for her? Where the hell were you when Bernie got shut down, when they stole the nomination from him? It's like, come on. All I'm saying is, hey, to me, Hillary was worse. And if you didn't see it, then that's your problem. But at this point in time, what's done is done. And we have to, act as basically a family and stand together and fight for the greater good. And I think we can overcome all. At least it's better than not trying, right?
Gotta try. You gotta try. Look, sister, thank you for your phone call. I appreciate you now.
Yeah, I was breaking up so much I couldn't. So, but yeah, maybe next time I won't. I can't even hear you now, Tim.
That sucks. I need to get off this system. This system sucks. Like, I've looked at all my chords. I've recorded a number of videos today. They sounded fine. It's this phone system. And if I dial out, I'm wondering if I disconnect and reconnect, would it be okay? Let me take this last call, man. I don't want to risk it. I got people on the line. So let me try this last call and let them talk. And then we'll see what's up. 559. 559. Hey, how you doing?
What's up, Tim? It's Craig from California, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of a jarble in your phone. I can't really hear you, but I'm going to tell you something. I'm just going to talk. I've been wanting to talk for a whole long time because it's been a minute, but it was Freedom Friday, and now I'm not going to go into depth because the phone line's kind of messed up, but I want to say this point. And I don't know if it's going to reach anybody or perception, but this is how my end of my week ended off. Went to work, did something for my boss, okay, which was telling somebody something. And for my troubles, I got called a nigga. Got someone tried to put their hands on me and cuss me out, cuss everybody out. And I am the one getting ridiculed because I told the dude I was smashing. And I meant it. So that's how my weekend ended up. So I'm just trying to listen to Freedom Friday and see what's going on with these people in the world. It seems like they're still stuck on I don't know what it is. They put their heads deeper in the sand. That's what I think. But yeah, man, I couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm dealing with. So I had to get out my chest for a little bit. Well, I enjoy everybody who's calling, and I hope we fix the phone line because they always messing with Tim Black. They need to go ahead and let you get your own something so we can all see you on the big screen. You know what I'm saying? Like what I'm doing there in the house. So I appreciate you. I'm gonna get some of that coffee, and I'm gonna keep on listening. And if this is the last call.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna try to reset this phone thing, man. See if I can get rid of this problem.
Okay. All
right, brother.
I'm gonna let you do it. I'm gonna let you handle that, Tim, my brother. And I was trying to relax and try not to let things get to you because I'm a bigger man. Because really, anybody else would have did something. But I went ahead and was being professional, and that's why I get my troubles. So I'm just gonna chill on it and relax. I just can't be the audacity of people. I guess that's the way. What's gonna happen nowadays, huh?
That's right, brother.
That's the way it is.
Hey, man, hang tight, and I will give you. I will make a comment, man, concerning what happened, man. Craig's been calling up to the show for a long time, man. Give it up for Craig. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to try to do a reboot. And see if that has any effect on the problem. I don't know. And see what happens with the phone line, guys. I'm really disappointed in that because, I want Bliss Craig on a rant, and then we don't even have the phone line working right, man. So that's not cool. What is the problem? But too many people said they had a problem for there not to be a real problem, So, yeah, something was happening. Something was wrong there. And there was something wrong yesterday. People getting a different number. Like I paid for a number. That number, 323-870-4064. I've had that for a couple of years, right? It doesn't change. How are they just going to give people a different number when they call up to that number? Then people don't even know what's going on. And, man, some people, I'm trying to tell you. So you see why I'm upset. Like, there's a lot of crap going on right now. You know? But let me take the time to talk a little bit to Craig's issue concerning someone calling him the N-word, right? Calling him a nigga. All right. Craig, you did the right thing by not smashing dude. I'm assuming it was a guy. It could have been a woman. Whoever it was. I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad your cooler head prevailed, because what you don't need to do is end up in jail or end up in a lawsuit, because they're not going to let that be a justification for you whipping nobody's butt. Right? And I'm trying to tone it down. I cursed a couple times, and you know I don't try not to do that. So, but you know what I'm saying. They're not going to use it. They're going to be like, oh, okay. What'd you do to her, sir? And you're like, well, she called me an N-word. Oh, okay, fine. Don't worry about it. No, they're not going to do that. Right? So you probably would have lost your job and been in jail for a momentary good feeling of, I fought back. Not worth it. Now, there's other people who would have told you it's worth it, and you a punk for not doing it. But your Uncle Tim Black looks at you more as a man for controlling yourself. You understand? And I respect you even more, and now I know you have control of your faculties. That goes a long way in one's life, sir. So you did the right thing, and I'm proud of you as a friend and as your Uncle Tim Black. You continue to not let anyone define you but yourself. That's the only opinion that matters. And you know what? As they say, someone else's opinion of you is none of your business. Easier said than done, especially in the heat of the moment. But you, sir, showed that you can control it in the heat of the moment. So give it up for my man, Craig. We're logging back in now, man. So look, guys, anybody who called up and had a bunch of issues, I want to apologize to you. I don't know when I go live that there's a problem. You guys tell me when you can't hear stuff and when something's screwed up. That's how I find out. You know, I'm a one-man show. You know, I keep waiting for my code of personality to kick in and make me a millionaire, but it ain't happened. You know, I keep waiting for all these great things to happen. You know, but then, meanwhile, we just keep working very hard, me and my team and I. We're a few. We aren't many, but we are plenty. People who are stuck by me, people who I appreciate so much. Justin, Malika Rogers, Nicole Luongo, Momo Pineno, my moderators when I rap, Liberty Not a License, Momo Pineno, and Iron Man Oz. I need some more iron in my eyes, you know? Let me see about this thing, guys. And all the Wolfpack who support me and put up with my extremes. Hello. Testing. All right. Thank you, guys. Let's see what's up. Let's see if we can get back into the phone call. Dashboard. So right now, guys, I'm going back to Blog Talk Radio. We'll see if we can do better. Going back to the studio. I want to continue. Direct Connect. Let's try it, guys. I like reset everything on this computer. It hasn't had a Windows update. Sometimes you get Windows updates, things go
Start your
crazy.
show now. Press 1.
Since it appears you're calling back into a live show, we are reconnecting you now.
All right, guys. 434, you're live with Tim Black on Freedom Friday. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
How's it sound, brother?
Hey, Tim.
Hey, what up, man? What's going on? I know it's you, man. What's up, Mystical? What's going on, brother? Mystical Carter.
You know who it is, man. It's Mr. Carter, man. I'm having a nice cold adult beverage listening to Tim Black on a Freedom Friday, man. We gonna get this in, man.
Hey, Mystical, how long have you been saying that, man? How long has it been your trademark saying on coming on the Tim Black Show?
That's been my trademark entrance for a good 3 years.
I keep telling them I've been here. I ain't going nowhere, man.
Solid years. That's been my trademark.
I keep telling y'all, man. And how long have we been talking about these issues? The same one Bernie talked about. Haven't we been talking about those issues since for those 3 years at least?
Yeah, Tim, but I be trying to tell people, look, Tim didn't start off into politics. We had to kind of slowly issue him in, and he had to get used to, oh my God, this shit ain't gonna do nothing. And then, he got, the politics, then, he got his feet wet a little bit, and then he just took off and ran with it.
That's it, man.
But I didn't think he was gonna run with it every night, though.
I know, brother.
So
I know. I'm gonna switch up, bro.
So when I call it the Tiff Show, and y'all think I'm giving Tim a hard time and I'm a Bernie hater and all that, that's not it. I've been here since the very beginning. I only give him a hard time just for the sake of giving him a hard time. I don't hate the brother. I'm not hating on him. Wish him all the success in the world. And everybody can't do politics 24/7. Like, one day, do like something.
Hey, man, I did 2 videos today. No, I guess one did have to do with Trump, but I did a video today about the teacher that called the kid, he cussed the kids out, man. He called them, said, "Niggas, you little niggas are gonna go to."
I'm just teasing. I just be teasing.
Oh, okay, but you did. But I try to mix it up, man. I try to mix it up, bro.
I just be teasing, man, because you got to do what you do.
Nicole want me to do a cooking
it.
show. Nicole want me to do a cooking show because I told her last night. I said I did a show.
Look, I heard you say that. What was it, yesterday?
Yesterday.
I heard you say something about that yesterday when you were doing like the Q&A show.
Yeah.
So I was like, look, if Tim wanted to step into the ring, Tim Black and Mystical are gonna have a cook-off. And Tim gonna get a run for his money because he been messing with me with these politics all year. So, just out of spite, me and Tim gonna have a cook-off, and the original Wolf Pack and the new Wolf Pack, y'all can tune in. We gonna be cooking up some stuff.
Mystical said I owe him that much.
I'm gonna give Tim 2 gray hairs by the time it's said and done.
This is just for men right here, man. Compliments of that box, but just for men. Or it would be some gray right here.
Man, listen, I know the struggle, bro. We get older, man, and that's it. It sucks sometimes, but you know what? We got to pass on the wisdom to the younger generation, man, because we got to leave them something because they voted in Trump, and I took my selfishness out of it. And now I'm like, look, we got to leave the kids something. We can't leave them Trump. We cannot leave them Trump. I don't know what you do. Even if we can't impeach him, look, y'all need to write some Book of Shadows or something and pass it down to your kids. Look, this is what America really was, and this is what the knowledge is. You need to learn. And these are cool people right here. You hit them up online if it's still online by the time they get grown, and y'all pass on that knowledge. To let them know that the world won't always under the dictatorship of Trump's cronies. Because it's not going to be him that does it. It's going to be the people he try to put in cabinet.
90 seconds.
And they're going to be acting a fool for 4 years, man.
Right.
And we got to smack them hoes and get them up out of there.
Word. Word, man. Look, Mystical, I love it, man. Do you have any comments or any thoughts about the progressive movement, man? I don't know, because I don't think you consider yourself progressive or whatever, but I know you know something. Like, you have thoughts about, do you even know what that term means? Or, like, I don't know. You talk.
60 seconds.
See, Tim trying to be funny. He gonna pull my politician's card and move me back into the days when I was a lobbyist and everything.
Oh,
but look,
there it is.
On the progressive movement, look, y'all got to learn how to listen to the people, and y'all got to get your heads out your butts. And it's not all about you buying a new yacht. And you got to listen to the people when they tell you they got problems. You got to, look, first of all, especially over here in the Wolfpack, we don't want you faking the funk. So don't come over here acting like you care, just to get, what I'm saying, a little bit of shine and get a little bit of a little bit of publicity, and then you run on back, and then you don't ever holler back at your people. You know what I'm saying? Because
10 seconds.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all are gonna be coming here picking with Tim Black just for a little bit of publicity, and then you will come back and holler at your man. We don't play that over here. So if you can come over here and you progressive Green Party, look, y'all gotta listen to the people. Y'all gotta look. The people need some of the people just need basic stuff. Because some of y'all live in areas where your roads are falling apart, your bridge about to fall down. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got clean water. You know what I mean? The taxes on your groceries are too high. Like little stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then you get to the bigger stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then you get to all of these fools that talk about climate change is a hoax and a myth, and they listen to too much Alex Jones and all the rest of that foolishness. Get out of that BS, man. I'm doing my best not to cuss because I don't wanna, y'all got to get out of that foolishness, man.
Man, wow. And look, Mystical.
We got one planet. If y'all don't take care of this mug,
right, y'all
might just stir up the Kundalini energy, and Mother Earth might kick all our butts up off here.
Word. Look,
we
man.
We done had earthquakes, tornadoes out of nowhere. Look, y'all better pay attention.
It's real. The struggle is real. Mystical, man, thank you so much for your call, brother. It's always a pleasure to welcome you back to the platform, man. Thank you for giving them a little history
it's a
update.
Pleasure, Tim. You've been doing an awesome job, and I wish you all the luck in the world.
Now, look, man, thank you. I appreciate it, and I need all the luck in the world, too, man, because these people don't be playing. You can't trust these people.
Tim, you just be you. You've been doing fine. You just be you. I just be teasing you. You be you.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, family, thank you so much.
You be Tim Black, and everything's going to be fine.
And
everybody else going to fall in line, or they're going to get off the ship.
That is, dude. That's the way to do it, man. I love that, man. That's words to live by, man. Mystical say, just do you. And Mystical's right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to figure out why we can't reach across the aisle. Like, why we can't work with Republicans or conservatives. We got same problems. I'm not that guy, man. Like, I used to have to go to people's doors, and I never asked what they voted. When I was in D.C. and I was working door-to-door community organizing, I never cared about I never asked a single person what did they vote. I said, this problem over here, I'm working with the community to help fix it. Do you want to get rid of this problem? And they say, yeah. Or they say, get off my porch. But I'm just saying, I'm not even built. Maybe I'm old school. But if we start with the problem and we leave that out of it, the names, the labels, people are like, yeah, me too. And then when you label, then people they oh, what? Oh, you almost had me. I thought you were going to focus on problem, but now that I'm in here, I see you're all about this thing. And that's a betrayal of trust. And as a person who's experienced that intimately, recently, it's not a good feeling. It's really not. Oh, is this? Okay, cool. Then you get in, it's like, oh man, this is not what we didn't agree. I didn't agree for this. So anyway, going to the next call, 631. I just think there's a lot of room because there's a lot of problems. And all you got to do is talk about the problems and people will want to do something. 631, thank you for being patient and thank you for being there. You're live with Tim Black on Freedom Friday. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, Tim, it's Ray from Long Island.
What up, Ray? What's on your mind tonight, man?
I like your show tonight. Very good. Sound great on the phone now, too.
Thank you, brother.
So I had some ideas in terms of going forward and what we should ask for. I think we need to keep it really simple and have a real simple message, a simple demand, because everybody has an issue that they don't want a politician to be on the wrong side of. Like you were talking about, nobody's perfect, nobody's right on every issue. And I think that's true. But I think there's one demand that we could make that would make a really big difference. If we just said, if you want our vote, you can't take bribes.
I knew it. Yes, sir. give it up for Ray with that, man. Hold on, Ray. Hold on. You got to get the applause button for that, brother. Because while you were saying it, I was holding my hand up, making the money sign, and you said it right on time. It was perfect, brother. Thank you. Go ahead now.
Yeah, because you know what? If they don't take bribes, even a Republican who doesn't take bribes is going to be right on more issues or whatever party they're from. If they're not taking bribes, they're not going to be on the wrong side of every issue, like a lot of these politicians that we're dealing with now. But I think that's a good idea going forward. We make that one demand. We don't have to say, oh, you have to be. Where were you on the Dakota Access Pipeline? Which I say plenty. Or where were you on this issue or that issue? At least if they say that, I can support them. They're honest, Even, politicians like Ron Paul, who I don't agree with on much, he seemed like a pretty honest guy, a guy you could trust. I don't agree with Bernie on everything. And, in terms of Bernie, doesn't go far enough in some areas. I don't hear Bernie talk enough about worker-owned cooperatives, worker-owned business, things that I care about. But I would settle for Bernie as president. That's settling for me. I wouldn't settle for, sure as hell wouldn't settle for Hillary Clinton. Glad that didn't happen. And, this may seem a little far-fetched, but why can't we start saying Jill Stein should run as a Democrat in 2020?
Wow.
Why can't we make that demand?
I never thought of that at all because she would never do it, right?
No, yeah, probably not.
She has given me no indication. If I can't even ask her that. Like and she's really cool. Like I could ask her anything. I don't think I could ask her that question.
But we should be able to demand that kind of a thing. That's what these people are like.
Hold on. What you mean demand, brother? What you mean we should be able to demand that type of thing? Break that down for me.
We should demand that from the establishment in the Democratic Party. We should, when they start trying to put these people forward, I don't know. I used to like Sherrod Brown, but then I heard he takes money from Wall Street. When they start putting these, even Elizabeth Warren, I don't know that she's all good on the money either. I hear her talk a lot about banks, but I don't hear her talk a lot about other things. I worry that she's one of these people that's just picked one enemy and says, look at me, I'm the people's champion. I don't see her down at the Dakota Access Pipeline, to be honest. I don't really see anybody down there. There's very few people down there. I saw Jill Stein down there, though.
That's right.
Why shouldn't we expect that from our politicians?
Right.
But, yeah, that's about all I had tonight.
I hear you, man. Hey, look, Ray, man, you make some very interesting comments, brother. I appreciate you. And thank you for saying what I'm saying or expressing it your way. And you had a little different take on it, too, man. Give it up for my man, Ray, y'all. I like this. This is good. Yeah, man, it was good, My sound was all screwed up. I had all this crap going on. People on the phone couldn't hear anything. It was all jacked up, but I'm glad it's, and then now they hear me fine. It's crazy, After I spit a bunch of fire earlier, What can I tell you? It's look, look, the Democrats, right? So my thing has been, if they don't want to listen, they don't want to listen, you know. They don't get your vote, right? You know, I don't know how you muscle an organization into doing what you want them to do. They got to lose more. They only just lost. It's been a week. It's only been a week. It's only been a week. I mean, some of them are just really accepting that they lost. I got to imagine. They're like, you know, water tastes different. Not sleeping with their spouse feels different. You know what I'm saying? Like, this just sinking in. You know, I think I'm not one of those people that put a lot of hope in people that take money from corporations. I'm barely able to do what I do. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm not lying about my personal phone not on, but this crap's on. So you know I'm pissed off, right? I had that conversation with Momo. It's like, Momo, I can't pay my damn phone bill, but I had to pay this one because people want to call up. And then it's not acting right. But I'm only able to say the blistering stuff I say and not bend to the wheels of, okay, Bernie looks like he might lose. Oh, go to Hillary. Hillary sucks now. But I'm going to stick with her because this is where most people are going to be, because this is where most of my audience is. Now let me diss Trump because that's what everyone else is doing. I got the nod. That's what I need to do. Okay, I'm going to go do that and then jump over. Like, I'm able not to do that because I'm independent. Not independent like some people are, right? I'm really independent. Like, so, and that sucks that you have to be that way in order to have that type of, you know, so, look, man, and it doesn't mean those people are the worst people on earth. There's some issues that probably Tom Hartman is spot on about, all right? I'm not a person who says let's burn them at the stake. I just call them out. But I got love for people on other issues, and I appreciate their voice on other issues. You can do that. Tom Hartman is not running for office, and he's entitled to his opinion. Just sometimes I question if their opinion is valid. For instance, someone sent me a tweet, or they tagged me in a tweet that had a video where police officers, was like 10 of them from different states all across the country. And they were talking about how hard it is to be a police officer. And they were talking about how the community looks at them, you know, because of all the police brutality issues, all this cell phone footage and all the, you know, backlash from that. And one of the police officers was saying, they asked the question, they said, what do you think about body cams? And every officer there said, good, we like body cams, we wear them, you know, that'd be great. I don't understand why Republicans would say no. Like, I don't get that. There is no reasonable, just, honest, fairness, equality, want a system that functions correctly in a world that we exist in today, where you would say you don't think body cams is a good idea, and a good safety component for both citizens and law enforcement. Because body cams will exonerate as well as indict, and on both sides, right? Like, you can't just say this happened to me if it's on body cam. It's right there. But see, here's the thing. If police aren't held accountable, right, there's no reason for them to want to walk that line. So I had to rethink it. Like, okay, so why would any reasonable person be against a body camera? Well, if they're already running, look, if 98% of all cases that are brought against police are dismissed anyway and no charges filed, why open the door for any of them to be filed? For fairness? See what I'm saying? That's the only thing I can come up with. That's all I can come up with. It's a travesty that we got a lot of the issues that we have. I don't think there's any person, right, that I know, that I've talked to, that thinks Flint water being bad still isn't an abomination. You understand? Like, I've talked to no one. And for us to believe because we got Trump in the office, that all of a sudden there's all these Americans who rather see poor people, whatever color they are, being poisoned, I don't believe it. I disagree with that assertion. Those my brothers and sisters that you're talking about too. That's where I come from. And I know a lot of people don't come from that place. Welcome to my world. I'm just telling you how I thought process it. So all I'm saying is, when we look at an issue like Flint, there should be no reason why that's not a disaster area if that happened under a Democrat. So what you want me to say? So what do I supposed to expect from Democrats? Why isn't that an emergency situation? Why are people throwing parades for Obama if that's something he could have done anything about and didn't do? I don't know. Maybe I don't know enough yet. Like Mystical said, I wasn't into politics. People was like, Tim, you need to get in. I was like, what, man? I don't trust politicians. I said that at rallies. And I slowly came around. Now when I'm seeing people just totally not paying attention at all to issues like that and about immigration, where 2.5 million people, last time they stopped counting in 2015, that's how many people Obama had deported, which is more people than Trump is. So basically, if you add up the people that Obama deported this year, plus the number when they stopped counting, because they don't keep a running tally, Obama will have deported more people than Trump is threatening to deport. No one says anything. I actually had someone say, well, all those people were probably criminals. 2.5 million of them? That was somebody who supported Obama. I'm trying to tell you guys. So when I look at all of that and I hear people jumping on me about these politicians, for whatever reason, I'm like, dude, I mean, that just seems like I'm a real person. I'm not employed by Big Pharma. You're attacking the wrong guy, I'm over here drinking 10 black coffee all day. This is all I've ate today is 10 black coffee, done 3 videos, one you haven't even seen yet, doing a show now for free, and I'm the one you want to attack, huh? I'm the backstabber. I'm the bad guy. All right, I'm done. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into the show tonight. The phone line is dead. You can't call it now. Now that it's fixed, it's off now. It's 2 hours, okay? It's going to be a better week. You know what? Don't feel bad for me. I'm going to take 2 days. I'm going to rejuvenate. I'm going to come out. I'm going to be pumped up. I'm going to be ready to go and all that stuff, man. You know what? And as much as I griped tonight because I was pissed that people didn't get my point and maybe I didn't express it correctly. Maybe I should have said, you know what? I'm voting green, so it don't really matter to me. Won't y'all come join the Green Party, leave all this stuff alone? And, but based on what I saw on his record, I thought it was cool. Maybe I should have went into that. I didn't. Maybe that's my bad. And if so, I apologize for that. Because, and I don't apologize like I'm, like I really did something wrong, but just that I should have communicated myself better because I have a platform. And when I put my word out, I should elaborate instead of just making it entertaining, which is really what I focused on. I focused on information and entertainment. Sometimes I'm not H.A. Goodman. H.A. Goodman just goes, how you doing? Hello, my name is H.A. Goodman. Thank you for tuning in. To view my works, and I'm a writer and review my works, go to CNN appearances. Go to, hagoodman.com. Then he does this thing and it's all details about whatever, That's not what I do. So, and I don't want to change what I do. You know what I'm saying? But I think on situations like this, maybe I should drill down a little bit more just so you know where I'm really coming from. I'm not saying I haven't looked at everything on Keith Ellison, but what I read, guy wanted to end war. Guy wanted to bring troops home. Guy wanted to pull out Afghanistan. Guy was against Libya. That's what I read. And then other people reading other stuff that I didn't read. So I don't know. Did they read my stuff? I don't know. Look, guys, at the end of the day, I voted Jill Stein and Jamu Baraka, and I voted for Margaret Flowers. I don't have an option to vote for Ellison anyway, but I damn sure wouldn't vote for Howard Dean. Hey, And if I had a choice, I'd choose Tulsi Gabbard or Nina Turner. Nina Turner is my first choice just because she's been on my show, and she is fire. And I love her spirit and her toughness. And I don't know as much about Tulsi, but everything I do know is great, and I love her spirit as well. But it's a little bit different. And she hadn't been on my show, frankly. It's like that. But okay. So before I end, guys, I'm going to tell you one more time. I'm doing a fundraiser. All right? timstake2@gmail.com. I want to see how many people who came on my show will actually share that tweet, will actually share that information. So go tweet the people that you know who have benefited from the Tim Black platform. Not just you guys. You guys do a lot. I got a lot of people who watch my show, who give to my show. I mean the people who have been on my show to help their campaigns. The people who have come on my show and said, Tim, I love you. You're great. I want to see if they're going to retweet or share something for me. And then I want you to talk to me about progressivism. For the platform that they like, that they enjoyed, that they came on 2-3 times. Instead of helping, right? Let's see. All right, I love you guys, though. You guys are the bomb. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. I haven't done a shout out all week. I can't remember the last time I did a shout out. I'm kind of afraid to look. Because people are like, Tim, where the hell you been? I've been here, I've been working. My daughter has started working with me, and we're kind of, look, give it up for my daughter. My daughter moved back home. Yes, see, they thought I hated women because I didn't want to vote Hillary, and I said bad things about Hillary, but true things about Hillary. But I love my daughter as well. All right? I do love my daughter. Don't have nothing to do with Hillary. My daughter's back home, and it's a beautiful thing. All right. Jennifer Vickers, Elisa Derrick, Dion Prime. Thank you so much, guys. I'm sorry about the phone line being crap today. I didn't know it was going to be crap. I just would have withheld my money from those suckers. You know what I mean? Joy, what's up, Joy? That's right. You know, my daughter is something else too, man. Steve Wolfenbrand, what's up? What's up? Mary Jane Smith Cook, good to see you here. Nia La, what up, Nia La? I will do something fun. You know, this is usually fun. Today was bad, but I'm not. You know, I don't always do that, and I won't continue to do it. Okay, I won't. We're gonna keep it upbeat. A friend of mine said, Tim, you're an inspiration. You can't be down like that. And you know what? He's right. And as unfair as it is, because I'm a human being, I do have an obligation to keep you guys going. And I love that part of myself. Sheila Holland Gabbard, Richard Berry, Jordan Baldy. What you call me, Jordan? Talk about my hair, man. It wasn't by choice, man. Asha Jemison, Heather Ward, Christine Esparza. You know, look, everyone have a great weekend, man. Everybody on Facebook have a great weekend. Everybody on YouTube. Everybody, even if I got an issue with you, I don't wish you any harm. I don't. You know. Hopefully your heart's in the right place, as mine is too, and we just differ on some tactics and some opinions. But I don't wish you any ill will, and I want everybody to get what they want. You know, to get where they want to go in life. You never get anywhere keeping someone else down because you got to hold them down to do it. Got to stay there with them if you're going to hold them down, right? Ain't that what they say? God, YouTube, man, I don't have it loaded up, YouTube. When I reboot it, give me a second. Sounds so much better now that I rebooted. It was horrible, guys. What is going on with this PC? That's what I get for buying like the cheapest PC I could buy, you know? But it's going to change, man. I'm going to keep working. Momo Pinato's got some great stuff. He got a great new design in the shop called Woke AF. Woke AF is our hot design, guys. I know you're going to love it. All right? I think a lot of you are really going to love it. I think it's one of our best designs. And we also have a design in the store called Don't Blame Me, I Voted for a Revolution. I think that is hot. I think we got two of the hottest designs in the store right now. All right. And I'm very impressed with Momo, man, and what he did. Very impressed with that brother, man. And that's my brother, you know, and they know, he knows where my heart is. Shout out to Angel Tibbs and Cat 51 and Jake Smith and Pro Shells and Always and Billy Boy, Tom Zito, Low Key, Tracy Lynn, Cam C. Grothendike, Stephanie Chateau, my friend Harry Rankin, Lisa Moyika, 1329C. I never saw you before. Thank you. Citizen Dabs, DeMayo, Quintino Q, Laura Kenner, how you doing? Ken Clonch, good to see you, Ken Clonch. Patrick DeCambra, I know you out there somewhere. Ralph Rant, J.M. Clinton, Jilly Love in the house. Billy, I got you already, Billy Boy. Broken Carpenter dropping some knowledge. Ginger Beeler. Ginger, I seen you for a while. Give it up for Ginger Beeler. Uncle Ron is in the house. My Uncle Ron, man. What's up, brother? Look, man, I had to go in today, man. But you know what? I got it out of my system. I'll be good Monday. You know? Jake Smith. Liz K. Jason W. Guys, thank you so much. My mic won't get any further so I can do this with any finesse about shouting people out. But you know, guys, you have a great weekend, man. Please have a great weekend for me. Do it for me. All right? And if you're out of touch with your kids for any reason, pick up the phone. At least pick up the phone. All right? And like I've been saying, I've been preaching this, and I don't know if anybody else has been doing it. I don't care. I don't watch other people decide what to do. Okay? But what I've been preaching is this. I would like for you to do me a favor over this weekend, if you haven't done it already. If you're a friend of mine and you have unfriended someone on Facebook over politics, over this bitter, horrible election season, do me a favor. Mend the fence. Don't wait for them to call you. Mend the fence. And this is something that you can say. You can just say this. I care about you. I miss you. And I'm sorry for anything I did that hurt your feelings or offended you. Come home, come back to Jamaica. Come get some of this cornbread. You know, because life's too short and we need everyone involved. We can't let the toxic political system turn us against one another, because you know what? They were being lied to very convincingly by corporations. You understand that, right? We lose sight of that. I'm here to remind you. So please consider doing that. No, don't consider it. Go do it. Go do it. And then don't talk politics with them for a long time. Just don't do it. All right? That's what I'm saying, man. I mean well. I mean, but I mean well. I mean sometimes, but I'm meaningful. So I'll see you on the next one. And with that, I have the favorite comedian who just came back out. People give them crap just for saying, hey, let's, give peace a chance. Give Trump a chance and give us black folks a chance and, give the Mexicans a chance. Give everybody a chance. This, he got crucified. But I still love Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, he has this saying, he says, just sprinkle some crack on him and get out of here. But what I say is,
let's sprinkle some crack on him and get out of here.
Just sprinkle some facts on him and get out of there. Thank you for everyone who contributes to this show, who keeps me afloat. I appreciate you. And just remember, there's always somebody lurking around, right? They're going,
you gonna eat your cornbread.
And it's up to you and I to hold on to our cornbread, because they just want it. They could go make their own cornbread. There's a lot of ovens. But nah, they want your cornbread. That's what you got to tell them.
Nobody take no cornbread from me.
And even when you tell them, like we just told the Democrats, we said, hey, Democrats, we keeping our cornbread. We keeping our vote. Keeping our vote. What are they doing? They ignoring us again? Is that what's happening? They're ignoring you. They're ignoring me. They're ignoring all of us. They don't see it as a referendum. They lost the House and the Senate. A lot of governorships across the country and the general election. And you mean to tell me they're going to come back talking about?
Maybe I ought to eat your cornbread.
Well, look, I'm not going to beat up on you. Don't beat up on me. And don't beat up on them. Just ignore them. We got other things to do because you know what?
It's going to be consequences and repercussions.
There's going to be consequences and repercussions for their actions. I'm Tim Black. Thank you so much for tuning into the show tonight. You guys are the bomb. You keep me going. I got your back. Thank you for having mine. Believe me, I need it. And it's all love. Get out of here. And with that,
Tim Black. Tim Black.
There you go.
Tim Black.
Gotta feel good now.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about.
True. Funny. Tim Black. I am TimBlack.com. Tim Black.
Much love, guys. I'll see you. Have a good weekend. I mean it. Talk to somebody. All right. Guys are the best.